But what's so good about them? Well, I'm not saying there's nothing good about it. I want to know what he thinks are good about them.
Pretty decent squad, I would say.
Fairly good.
Yeah, fairly good.
Yeah. Old fella up front.
We talked about players who might upset the balance of a team. And I think that might be actually the biggest problem for them. We saw how much of a distraction Cristiano was at the World Cup.
Yeah.
I think he has made a decision and some kind of deal with Roberto Martinez that it's going to be different this time. He's not going to cause a fuss. But I still think that when it comes to the knockouts and Cristiano is on the bench, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be very, very difficult. And I think the fortunes of Portugal will hang in the balance of how well they deal with this problem. Of course, if he's in the purple patch and just scores goals, then you might not have a problem. But if he continues to play he did before he moved to Saudi Arabia, which was not that convincing, and Roberto Martinez has to go with the form player, with the younger player, then the politics could derail this Portugal team a little bit. That's my worry for them. But they have a great squad and play really well. Came close in recent tournaments. Definitely one of the favourites, yeah.
And he scored those 2 cracking goals against Ireland in the last friendly. And squads, I just listed some of them. You know, Diaz, Cancelo, Bruno Fernandes, Paulinho, Bernardo Silva, Ruben Neves, Pedro Neto, Diogo Jota, Gonzalo Ramos, João Felix, Rafael Leao, and Ronaldo. Wow.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
No, it's not it's wow.
So
You're a hard man to impress. England are no good. Portugal are no good. Germany are in crisis.
No, I've said Germany are going to win it. Germany are my tip to win it.
Right.
Well, just looked at
Didn't sound
Jose
like
Mourinho's tips for the Euros, and he's narrowed it down to 3, and he reckons France, England, Portugal.
Okay, well, we've talked about all 3. The key words when you were talking about Ronaldo there, Jeff, were against Ireland.
Yeah.
So just, you know, he did score the goals, but I think to win the Euros, I think that they've got to play against better opponents and perform against better opponents.
Yeah, and they might have a 41-year-old centre-half.
This is true, yeah. Let's talk about our England team. Are you prepared to pick an England team? We're going to make you, obviously when Gareth goes, you're going to be the next England manager, Rafa.
No, leave me out of this one,
Are you
please.
sure? Well,
Yes.
you can comment,
No,
comment on our England teams if you so desire.
I'll come in with 1 or 2 suggestions just to jinx them. But
I like that. So I actually picked an England team this morning, and I've changed my mind, actually. So I've changed it to this one. Obviously, Pickford's in goal. I don't think there is an alternative. He's clearly the undisputed number 1. Back 4 of Walker, Stones. I'm a big fan of Gahey. Actually, Ivan Toney said in his interview with Faye, Gahey is his toughest opponent that he's had. And he actually said out loud in the interview, he's not the biggest, but he is the strongest. And I think a few people are concerned about him not being the tallest. I like him with the ball at feet. But Walker, Stones, Gahey, Trippier. Wharton, as you convinced me on the discussion we've had tonight and the interview really I've heard. He's so calm and collected, exactly what we need. He's the Michael Carrick that we needed. So he's a defensive midfielder. Rice just in front of him. Bellingham just in front of him as a number 10. Saka and Foden being very intelligent with what they're doing positionally. Foden has got more freedom than people might think. He isn't, quote, stuck out on the left. And I decided to go Kane up front. It's a risk, but I've gone Harry Kane up front. Rafa, why are you looking at me like that? You look like you're going to kill me. What's going on?
No, I'm just trying to work out what formation is this. But
don't know.
4-3-3 of some sort.
Well, I've written it out like it's a 4-1-1-1-2-1.
Very innovative.
It'll work. Believe if they tried that, it'll work. He's not going to try it, so we'll never know. Jeff,
quite a bit narrow, maybe.
I've got Foden in mind.
Well, I know you have. You've heard mine before. Obviously, Pickford in goal. This is the team against Serbia, okay? Against Serbia.
Yeah, for the
big,
first game,
physical, aggressive, tallest side in the tallest squad in the tournament. So Pickford in goal, Walker, Gahey. I'm putting Lewis Dunk in because we've not got a lot of height at the back. He is 6 feet 4 inches tall. He wins a lot of aerial duels. He's a bit of a leader. People say he's made mistakes for England. Yes, he has. But for Brighton, he's made 3 mistakes in 7 years that have led to goals. He can play. Only Rodri made more successful passes last season in the Premier League than he did. Kieran Trippier completes the back 4. I'm going to have Alexander-Arnold alongside Declan Rice in midfield, Jude Bellingham playing in front. And then because I'm because I think that Bukayo Saka might not be 100% fit, and that's the reason I'm going to put Cole Palmer in, Anthony Gordon on the other side, Harry Kane down the middle, of course, and Phil Foden comes off the bench against Serbia, 20 minutes to go, scores a hat-trick, and I look a muppet.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
No, you look like a genius. If that's the outcome.
So, your verdict on the Jeff Stelling 11?
I prefer yours.
Even with the
with
dodgy,
the greatest of respect.
even with the dodgy tactics.
Even with the dodgy tactics.